Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. 7 minutes for seniors. I am Chris. This is Chris Adams. There you go. Sorry, I cut you off.
That's okay.
We kind of had a thing going,
I know.
right? We are here at the corporate offices of A Place at Home.
Place at Home.
This is our fourth segment of 7 minutes for seniors. I'll get the words right eventually. Piggybacking off of what we were just talking about, we were talking about cooking and everything like that. So I don't know if you can tell, but I like sweets. So let's talk about sweets. Cake, cookie, candy bar. Yeah, cake, cookie, candy bar, or pie. Matt Hardy made me put pie in there.
Pie?
Pie.
I would prefer cookies.
What kind of cookies?
Literally any kind of cookies, but the M&M cookies.
Okay.
With the chocolate-coated candy.
Oh, man. That sounds good.
Yeah, or a good old chewy oatmeal raisin cookie.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know the best thing about oatmeal raisin cookies in my household?
What's that?
I'm the only one that eats them.
Oh, good.
My wife can't stand them.
Oh, no. I love them. And, I always use the thing, there's, oatmeal's good for you and you get fiber.
Yeah, it's full of fiber, right?
Right.
So we were talking about cooking in the last segment. Do you bake?
No.
You do not bake?
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
I don't bake either.
I don't. No.
I remember we had friends staying with us from the beach when Hurricane Matthew, I think it was, they shut the beach down. So we have like a lot of extra people staying with us, and they brought their animals and everything. I felt like I was on the ark for several days while the beach was shut down, right? Because we live in the swamp of Middleburg. So we have everybody there. We're blowing through food, and somebody's like, "I got a sweet tooth." So I slapped something together and I made peanut butter cookies.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea what I was doing.
Oh, no.
And I remember the first batch turned out super salty. And then the next batch turned out like super sweet. But I think we ran through every ounce of flour and sugar and peanut butter that we had in the house.
Exactly.
Keep people fed to keep them happy, right?
Yes.
Keep them from rioting during a hurricane.
Exactly. When the booze runs out, that's a problem.
Well, we didn't have a problem with that. Everybody showed up with plenty of alcohol. It's funny because they emptied out their freezer, so we had a ton of meat and everything like that. But we literally had hardly anything for sweet. So it was like we just had peanut butter. I almost made, the reason I thought of that is because I almost threw oatmeal in there. But then like half the people vetoed the oatmeal, so I was like, never mind. Okay. So beer, liquor, wine, or water?
Liquor.
What kind of liquor?
Bourbon.
Bourbon.
Small batch bourbon.
Okay. I think we've talked a little bit about bourbon before. Do you have a bourbon collection, or are you just a one bottle?
No, it never lasts that long.
No. So you go through them. So what's your go-to?
I used to do Knob Creek, and then I've been Bell Mead.
Oh.
Yeah. And I like Bell Mead after I went through their tour of their distillery, which is a really small distillery. It's actually next door to the Pickers Nashville store.
Okay.
It's in the same little complex.
Oh, because that's Tennessee whiskey. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
And they give you a flight or whatever of all their different age of bourbon. It's very interesting.
So I bought a bottle of Bell Mead, because I'll be watching a movie or a TV show, and I'm always fascinated when you see the liquor shelf. Sometimes they actually have the original labels, and then sometimes they'll have knockoff labels, right? So I was watching a movie. I think it was something about out west, and one of the actors is holding a bottle of whiskey, and it's an old-timey label, and it was Bell Mead. And I was like,
really?
Oh, maybe it's made up, right? So I Google it, and I'm like, Bell Mead. It's like one of the oldest Tennessee whiskeys.
Yes.
So then I went and I found it, and I bought a bottle, and it's easily one of my favorites on the shelf.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. So anything small batch.
Yeah.
So high proof?
Of course.
Okay.
I mean, the one thing I'll stay away from is Wild Turkey 101.
Oh, yeah.
I've had wild experiences with wild Turkey 101.
Although the charcoal filtered takes a lot of the, I don't, every once in a while, like I remember when we were in Hawaii, it was really hard to get a hold of some, bottles of stuff because they have tourist prices down there, right? So I remember I bought a bottle of Jack Daniels, and I literally just walked around everywhere with my bottle of Jack Daniels. Like, I'm gonna have some now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, so you're not a collector, but you do like the small batch
Right.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the highest proof bottle that you've?
I don't know.
No.
No,
I got a bottle one time from a group that I was a part of that it was 142
wow.
was the proof, and it was super hot, you know.
Yeah.
And are you a neat guy or on a cube?
No, I'm a neat guy.
Neat guy.
Yeah.
Warm or cold?
Warm.
Warm.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I don't know. It might be just
It's
just
usually with a cigar too.
Well, there you go. That makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's cool. That's cool. We do need to get together and drink bourbon.
Okay,
sometime.
sounds good.
And then just make sure nobody drives.
That's right. Just
Well, it's a little bit early, but this has been our fourth segment of 7 Minutes for Seniors. I'm Chris.
I'm Chris.
And we're at A Place for Home. Y'all have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Take care.